Good afternoon, everyone. What an epic day in chat today. We'll go over the market indices here real briefly, but we are in the midst of a biomania, specifically cancer biotech stock mania, and madness like this comes around a couple of times a year. We got a brief glimpse of it back in February, but it is full-blown mania right now. And this kind of mania usually lasts for a few days and can be very, very profitable. But before we jump into that, let's go over the major indice charts. Not a whole lot has changed, really, but there are a couple of major warning signs out there in this market. I posted that link a couple of days ago. The Dow Transports, and actually let's pull up the Dow Transports charts. Even though the market was red today, and we've talked about this in the last couple of videos really, while the Dow is pushing and making all-time highs just like the S&P 500, the Dow Transports are not confirming that, and that is going to bring sell volume in. Now you're not going to see it yet, but Dow theory, there was a stat, as I said, that I talked about in the chat room a couple of days ago. This is the first time in 100 years that the Dow Transports have made a new 6-month low with the Dow within 1.5% of its all-time high. First time in 100 years this has happened. Transports down 170 today. Now, you'll see arguments that the transports were down today because we saw a rebound in oil, but the transports are down when oil is up. The transports are down when oil is down. So it really doesn't matter. There is weakness in the transports, and we need to pay attention to it. And the mania we're seeing right now could be, may last a few more days, should last in the next week's ASCO conference, but we need to pay very, very close attention to it. What we're seeing happening is we're seeing some volume come into, some sell volume come into the large cap stocks. Right now, that's good for us. When that initially happens, usually you see that money flow into the small cap stocks, and that is exactly what we're seeing right now. But it doesn't last a whole long, especially if we start to see the large caps start to sell off. So just a little bit of a warning sign out there on the indices per se. We got a lot of crap that they could throw at the market, specifically Greece, which never seems to go away. Greece is going to really become a big issue after Memorial Weekend as we move into the June timeframe. But anyway, biotech stocks on absolute fire right now, and everything is blowing up. SPHS, a low float biotech play, and specifically it's the cancer stocks. Now, over the last couple of days, we've seen some absolute monster moves that are really lighting up all these stocks. The one that really started the mania going was PBMD. This is a stock back in February when it was trading around $1 that I talked about being the most undiscovered CAR-T cancer biotech stock out there, and that eventually they would find them. But the stock slowly bled over the last 2 months. Then yesterday they released some phase 2 data. Early in the morning, stock popped about 20 cents, traded there really for a couple of hours after that, and then with an hour left in the session, someone flipped on a buy robot and it was off to the races. And then, as has been the case really over the last few months, rookie shorts came in, and you see what has happened. The stock is up 1,000% since yesterday. 1,000%. This is a stock that wouldn't move. You'd think it cured cancer, but that is the mania that has come in, and it has really started to spread. I mean, over the last week, we've seen ONTY double. Over the last couple of days, GTXI, this one has just gone boom. I mean, this is another one that would never move. We played it many, many times, and then it broke through that 200-day moving average, and over the last few weeks, it's essentially gone up 75%. So that brought us to the action we saw today. So it was time to pull out the cancer biotech list. SPHS, low float one. We jumped into this one, 65 to 70 cents. A fat little pop on this one. Another one that looks really, really good, CYCC, almost broke through that 50-day moving average at 92 cents. That is going to be the key for the chasers right there, is to break through that level and the positive MACD cross that could follow tomorrow. Now, one I really like in the near term is RNN. This is another one that's got orphan drug status, ovarian cancer, plus a lot of other stuff. That 50-day stopped it today at 72 cents. The 200-day is at 74 cents. This one could really go on a vertical move. And they're doing, I believe, 3 poster presentations at ASCO next week. And ASCO has really, been lighting up these cancer biotechs. If you don't know what ASCO is, do a Google search. It's the biggest cancer conference of the year, and usually a lot of data comes out at ASCO. Another sweet chart. And what really rocks, that has been very much different than the last couple of biotech manias we have. Whenever a biotech mania hits, usually everything pops because you see a few of them just go boom, go vertical, go 50, 100, 200%, and traders are just looking for any kind of biotech stock. What's different this time, guys, is these charts are coiled. These are the best looking charts I've seen on all of these stocks through the last couple of manias, and that really could add fuel to the fire on these runs. K-Bio, symmetrical triangle breakout here, just looks great. 56-ish area is the break, but probably 60 cents is where they're really going to chase it. And at this one, the key thing here is a lot of these stocks have been getting news. Which one's going to be the next one to get news? There's only about a dozen of these stocks left under $2. So I took the approach today, let's grab some of all. I mean, the charts look great and should move by themselves, but as each of these stocks start to go, more and more traders are going to pile into the ones that are left. And if they get news, holy crap, look what the news has been doing to these stocks. I mean, if K-Bio was to get some news, the 200-day moving average here, this is a stock that could pull what we saw on PBHM easy in this kind of market environment. ONSI. This is another one. Actually looked really good. It's got a tighter float. Looked great in the day. Then got beat down right at the end of the session. But this is another one. Ovarian cancer. Again, ONTY and PBMD and GTXY. The 3 stocks that have started this biotech mania have been 3 of the hardest friggin' cancer stocks to trade over the last year. And look at the moves they put in. So we have to look at all these stocks right now, especially with the chart formations they have. 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them may not work, but the one that goes, geez, it could make your profits for the year if you're in with a decent sized position. Another one that looks really, really good is IMUC. We actually got a downtrend break. This one was very, very strong and had a gap or continuation look, continuation move into tomorrow. Broke that downtrend line from the last mania, and actually really didn't participate the last time, but look at the chart down here now. Big time volume. Where are they going to chase this puppy? 55 cents. That's where the chases are really going to come into this one. This is another one that could really go vertical. Now, one that's not a cancer bio that I wanted to point out is NSPR. NSPR is doing 7 presentations over the next 3 days at a major conference in Europe. Now, this stock has been taken to the woodshed and beaten over the head with a baseball bat. But in March, they did a financing, which is where you saw a lot of this action come from. But the CEO and the director bought 3.25 million shares of this stock at 40 cents. Their money is on the line. That was a big-time purchase for these guys. We've got a fat double bottom. We've got a 20-day exponential breakout. We've got a downtrend breakout. This one was very, very strong into the close. A press release, and this stock is up at 65.70 cents. Awesome setup over the next couple of days for us. So take a deep breath. We've also got some other action going on and some other plays. CIDM. This is my favorite medium-term swing play on content. Now, this stock is getting dicked around big time. Today there was a filing and a press release from an activist hedge fund that has now taken a position in here saying that this stock could spin off assets worth 150% what the current market cap is of this stock. It has been threatening the breakout over the last couple of days. Now, during that breakout attempt, you've had a lot of traders move in and pick up some good shares. But this is a stock that is under accumulation right now. Every other day you see some hedge fund or another posting an ownership filing on it. And I believe I saw something where over the last 2 days, the shorting volume on the stock was like over 70% of the volume. That's these guys making sure that it doesn't bust out yet, and then scaring out the 2 cent, 5 second or 5 second traders. We saw that today after that big move up to $1. They flushed it down into the close. Let them. Medium term play for us. Remember, these guys cannot say a word until June. And then I posted all the research. Look on the website, guys. This one is locked and loaded. I'm as bullish as I ever have been on this stock. Now, a new play we jumped into yesterday is McDonald's. Now, even though we are seeing the large caps pull back, this is a big-time break on McDonald's, so we picked up some June calls on this puppy. We were waiting for the retrace today to pick up some more, and it possibly could go down under 99 cents, and we'll pick up some more. But this is a rule of 100 play. The last two rule of 100 plays was Disney, which popped, ended up popping 14% from 100 to 114, and Apple, and we all know what Apple has done since it broke 100. So I cannot remember a stock breaking 100 and not moving to the 115, 120 area shortly thereafter. So McDonald's is our new play on that. Also wanted to make a quick mention on ENVI with Netflix talking about their expansion into China. Wasu Media uses NVNI, so it probably is going to take a break and a close above 2 for this puppy to light it up. So, whew, what a day. What a day. And we have a lot of stocks looking good for us into tomorrow. So, like I said, IMUC looks great. K-Bio looks fantastic. We also have all the other ones, SPHS, Cancer Mania. And usually when we see Cancer Biomania, only takes about a day or two for that to spread out to the other stocks. So biotechs are in focus right now. Whoa, what a great day, guys. Any questions, shoot me an email. Have an awesome evening, and see you all in the chat tomorrow. Bye.